Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. The new phone books are here. The new phone books are here. Hot off the presses from AAC, or America's Ammunition Company, not to be confused with Advanced Armament Corporation, which both are owned by the holding company that also owns Palmetto State Armory. In full transparency, Jamin and Josiah over at PSA sent me over some of this 40 grain full metal jacket in 5.7x28mm for us to review. Let's throw this guy on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. Since we love our 5.7x28mm, we have a wide variety of barrel lengths from 4.7 inches all the way up to and including 16. It's around 75 to 80 degrees outside today. We have our Prochrono PAL Digital DLX as always. I do have around 250 rounds of this, and in the grand scheme of things is only a small dip in the pond for long-term reliability, but this makes, I think, 850 rounds total after I'm done with this test that I've put of the AAC ammunition through our various guns. The only complaints that I really have so far is that their saber slick coating, which is on our brass case to mimic the lacquer polymer coating on the factory FN brass, is a little over applied. It's a little greasy and it comes off your fingers. So if you're out shooting this and you don't want to get your hands dirty, make sure you're wearing gloves or you bring something to wipe off your hands. Welcome to the B-roll footage. These are all the 5.7 guns that didn't make the cut, at least for brevity's sakes. We've got our FN 5.7 Mark II. This came out about 10 years ago, has an updated one-piece slide underneath that polymer cover and some slide serrations up front and in the back. Different set of adjustable sights as well. This is actually my wife's gun. Now we step up in barrel length. This is our 5.2 inch threaded barrel from EFK. This is our FN 5.7 USG. This has been worked over by Elite Ammunition in the past with their accurizing package, and also has the Eden Perfection flat face trigger in it. I think I like this trigger the best so far. The 5.7s are single action, and I tend to shoot those the best. On to Mr. Fancy Pants. This is our 5.7 Mark II with the Dorn Technologies DT Chaos slide cover on here. Dorn essentially redesigned a slide cover with some more aggressive serrations up front and back, and we have the ability to mount a red dot on a plate up here. We've got the Jarvis, or B&T rebrand, threaded barrel in here. We have Elite's flat face trigger, as well as their accurizing package and their night sights. And now we have the longest barrel length in our pistol. This is our Ruger 5.7. This has the factory 5.5 inch threaded barrel. However Ruger cuts their chambers or does their fluting, their barrels on average produce much warmer velocities than comparable barrel lengths in our other 5.7 handguns. Now we get into our PDW PCC barrel lengths. This is our Diamondback DBX. This has an 8-inch barrel. What's unique about this particular firearm is that it's gas driven. There's 2 pistons up front. I'm not sure why there's 2. It feeds from our FN 5.7 magazines, although this particular sample that I have here has a larger tolerance in the mag well, and so it really only works with our Pro Mags. And our Pro Mags are kind of a garbage. Once you start filling them up towards capacity, there's no metal liner in the feed lips, so they start to spread apart and can cause some feeding issues. I do like that this design allows you to use pretty much any AR trigger that you want. Now on to our Space Gat. This is our Kel-Tec P50, has a 0.4 inch barrel or 9.6 inch barrel. Feeds from our P90 magazines. Very nice design. And finally, this is our 16-inch AR-5.7 from Panzer Arms. This feeds from our PS90 magazines in a top-loading situation. The brass will actually eject out of the bottom. You can use any AR-15 lower as long as you use their specific buffer. The charging handle is on the right side, but you can swap it over to the left, but I would assume you would lose the ability to have a bolt release then. There you have it. Nice. Now obviously this is just a small sample size and there's going to be a lot of long-term testing to see how this full metal jacket compares to the American Eagle TMJ and the Fiocchi FMJ. But so far I haven't had any failures to feed in our P90 systems, and that's typically where we see the most feeding problems. The bullets get bent or pushed back into the casings because they don't crimp the necks. So let's see how this will run. Nice. No failures to feed there. Pretty happy. Like I said, gonna need a lot of long-term testing on the AAC brass and loadings to see how they fare.